So you want to make a color wave animation thing. I got you. Hey guys, welcome back to TutsByKai. I'm Kai, and today we are back once again taking a look at how to make this kind of like color wavy thing. I don't really know how best to describe it other than color wave. But yeah, so this is actually really fun, really easy to do. A bunch of different ways to do it, but today we're going to do it like this. Go ahead and select default cube and then hit delete on your keyboard. There you go. Hit Shift A, and then of course you're going to use anything that you want to put this, on. Obviously this works for, flat things because this is a motion graphic, of course, so, putting it on a monkey, it will work, but it won't be the best option. So today I'm going to be using a plane, and we're going to cut it to make it look like some kind of, I don't know, border of some kind of thing, I don't know. But we'll go ahead and grab a plane, so Shift A, plane, and then we'll hit R and then X on my keyboard to rotate it on the X axis, and then hit 90 on your numpad to rotate it 90 degrees, and then hit enter to confirm that. Now you can see it's facing straight up, which is what we need, well, straight out, which is what we need now. Now I'm going to pretend like this is some kind of border to some kind of box or some kind of element or something, I don't know, whatever you're making, but I'm going to hit tab to go into edit mode here, and then hit I to inset, and then move my cursor in so you see how it's like making the box smaller. I'm gonna do something about that big, perhaps. Yeah, there we go. And then hit delete vertices. Oh no, sorry, not delete vertices. Delete face. There you go. So now it has deleted the face. And we're gonna do two of these actually. So I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you one with it on the actual the whole square, and then one with just the border. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Go ahead, hit Shift D, search plane, and then RX 90. Now we have two. I'm gonna hit GX to move this one way over there, and then we're going to go ahead and just use this one right here. So I'm gonna show you the difference of these two. So I'm actually gonna move this one over just so we can move that back later on, so I can show you what it looks like as a border. Okay, so move that over just for later. With the camera selected, I'm going ahead and hit Alt G and Alt R to clear location and rotation. Then once again hit RX 90 on your numpad, enter to confirm that, and then GY to move the camera back behind the grid. Hit 0 to go into the camera's view, and then hit Shift A, and we're going to search for a couple lamps. The first one we're going to do is a point lamp. I'm going to grab the lamp we already have in the scene and hit delete. Now grab that lamp back and make sure that it's a little bit above the plane, so hit GY to move it on the Y axis and just move it up so it's not like intersecting with the plane. There we go. Now we're going to need a couple of these because obviously if I go to rendered viewport shading, you can see that it is not like colored at all. So we got to have a couple different of these colors. I'm going to go to the world tab and change the color to solid black. And then we're going to go to the main tab here and then go down to film and make sure this says transparent. Now with this lamp selected, I'm going to go back to the lamp tab here and change the color to a random color. We'll do yellow first, or like yellowish orange, I guess, something like that. Yep, cool. Hit G, move it over here. Shift D to duplicate this, put it down here, and then we're gonna go ahead and just add a bunch of different colors. So we'll have like a reddish color like that, right? And then hit Shift D once again, move it over here, and then we'll make this one like a blue or something, right? Yeah, cool. And then we'll hit Shift D once again, move it over here, and then we'll have like green or something, I guess, right? Yeah, cool. So now we have all these colors, and then in the center, maybe I want to do another color as well. Maybe I'll do like purple. Sure, why not? We'll do purple. Yeah, like that. Okay, cool. So now we have this looks really, which looks really cool. Jeez, I'm gonna make sure all of these have shadow unchecked because we don't need shadow. It's just gonna cause issues if you have other things in the scene, or it's gonna make the render take a bit longer. So there's that. Now with the plane selected, I'm gonna go to the material tab, hit the little drop down, select material, and then select the base color. We can put it all the way down to black, but it looks kind of weird as you can see. So we'll put it all the way up to white. Turn specular all the way down, turn roughness all the way down, so it's not like, reflecting anything. And then we can go ahead and we can actually make this not as bright white, but it's going to be a little bit more dull, but I'm going to leave it on white because it looks cool. And that's basically it. We don't really need to do anything else. And after this, the only thing we need to do now is just animate these lamps so that they move around. So it looks like the color is shifting around. So hit shift. Hit shift. Go to the main tab, and then make sure we go to, what was I doing? Oh yes, color management, and change this from filmic to standard. So now the colors are a bit more like the colors should be. There we go. Now, with all that done, we need to go ahead and change the second tab here and change the frame rate to 60 so that it looks all nice and buttery smooth. I'm going to change my start frame to 0 instead of 1 down here with this little button. I'm going to go to the 0 frame so that it looks nice and good. We're going to go to one of the lamps first. So I'll do the outside lamps first, I suppose, instead of the one in the center. We'll grab the pink lamp first, and then we'll hit I, location. And then it'll move to like frame maybe 100. Yep. And then this is going to be a kind of long animation. So I'm going to make this about 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 400 frames. Yeah, cool. So I'm going to select the 100th frame. So we'll go to the 100th one. And then we're going to change this down to like the bottom left, right? Hit I, location. Go to frame 200. Same thing, but up top. About right here. I, location. Frame 300, we're going to go ahead and go to hit G, move that to I location right there, and then hit I location. Now, we're going to go ahead and hit G and move this down, back down to where it was. But instead of doing that, we're going to go ahead and actually hit delete on this keyframe. We're going to go ahead and hit delete on, we're going to go to frame 400, which is the last frame. And then we're going to go ahead and hit with the first frame on 0, hit Shift D, duplicate that all the way on over to this last piece. Now, you can see that this will loop. So if we go ahead and play this, you can see that it will loop now to go all the way across the entire canvas. And it looks really cool like that. Now, I wanted the pink one to go just in a square, but the other ones, I kind of want them to move around and go in weird places. So to do that, we'll go ahead and animate the rest of the colors here. So let's go back to the first frame. Let's grab the purple. On 0, we'll hit I, location. Done on 100. We'll move it to like a random place, hitting G. Move it like over here. I, location. Then on frame 200, same thing. Move it like across. I, location. 300, G. Maybe like top here. I, location. And then on 400, it needs to go back to where it was to begin with. So do that. Hit 0 right here. Shift D, duplicate that all the way to frame 100. And we are golden. So now the purple one will move as well. To random locations and just kind of go around and make it all nicely different colored and whatnot. I don't want any of them too close to each other, so 300 is actually way too close to that one. So I'm going to move this down here. Hit I, location. There we go. Okay, so that's better. Alright, so it goes to the right, to the left, goes down, and then goes back to where it was. Okay, cool. So that looks good. I like that. Now I'm going to do the rest of the lamps, and then we shall be done with this, and I'll show you what it looks like on the border as well. Alright, so I've done the last keyframes for all of the lamps here. I'm going to go ahead and hit my overlays off at the top right with this little button right here. And then we can play this. As you can see, it looks like this. All the colors kind of shift around and kind of do this really cool looking animation, which I just really, really love. So then it will go back around and loop as well. So ladies and gentlemen, that is how you do it right there. Super, super easy. Very, very cool effect as well. And then of course, if you want anything to be more vibrant, you can turn the color, the power up on that specific lamp. So maybe I want a little bit more green. Maybe I want a little bit more red. I'm just going to turn up the values a little bit. And as you can see, these lamps will instantly get more vibrant and more beautiful. There you go. So that is that right there. I want to show you real quick what it looks like on the border as well. So let's go ahead and hit G to move this up out of the way. We'll grab the other plane up at the top here and hit Alt G to clear the location. And as you can see, that it looks really cool on this plane at this border as well. I don't know, maybe there's like some kind of face cam border, some kind of whatever else, you know what I mean? Obviously, I don't know what you're doing, but as you can see, it looks super cool on anything. But yeah, I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next one. But until then, bye bye.